I'm Mike Sullivan, and today we'll talk about how you can set up your own adjustable driver for your golf game without the use of a launch monitor. Okay, so I've got a Tour Exotics EX9 driver. 10 degree is kind of the standard loft on it, and our shaft shows us the options that we've got as far as making some changes. So can I bring this up closer to the camera here? I'm going to go ahead and do it, I guess, this way. How is it going to show? There we go. So right here you can see we've got different types of characteristics. We're going to get in focus here. We can go ahead and we can have a lower ball flight with less loft. We can have a more upright type of a lie angle. We can have higher loft. We can do some things with that. So what we want to do is we want to figure out what is our optimum loft and what is our optimum lie angle. If I go a little more upright, that is going to make my club face point a little bit to the left. So I will hit a ball more to the left as a right-handed golfer. So we're going to start off with the lowest loft possible with a standard lie angle. We're not going to go to the upright lie angle. So this is going to actually be 1 degree loft lower than the stated loft on the club. We'll start there and then we'll get working. So off we go to the tee. All right, so as I reassemble my club here, I'm going to start off with a neutral lie angle that is going to give us 2 settings lower loft than is stated. So this is going to be 1 full degree because they go in 1/2-inch stages. I'm starting off with the lowest loft because this is the loft that gives me the opportunity for perhaps the most distance. And what I'm looking for here is I'm looking for a ball flight that's going to be a high line drive. I don't want to see a low line drive, because what's going to happen is if that ball comes off low and really flat, it's going to hit the ground too soon and I'm going to lose distance because obviously the ground is going to give more friction to the ball than air would. If I hit a pop-up, well, I'm going to lose distance that way because the ball is going to start to ascend up into that air and then it's going to come down. So I'm looking for a high line drive, and there we go, 1 click, and let's see what we can do here. I am using an alignment stick here so that I'm always lining up at the same point. If our alignment's off, we're going to get really, really skewed results. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a few swings with this particular setting. Again, it is going to be standard lie angle and 2 settings strong, and let's see what we can do. Okay, so on this particular setting, what I'm finding is when I hit the ball straight, it's a little bit low. The ones that are giving me more of that high line drive type of a look are balls that tend to be a little bit of a cut type of a shot. So what happens is when I get that club face working a little bit open, that gives me the loft, that gives me a pretty good looking ball flight. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to stay with this particular lie angle, but I'm going to increase the loft by 1 setting, which would be 1/2 degree. Okay, so I like that setting a lot as far as the actual height goes. The ones that I hit fairly straight were right on the money. A couple of them were a little bit cutty, and they kind of bled to the right a little bit, but went a little bit high. But I kind of like that. So what I'm going to do now is, I don't like that they went right. I like the overall flight I'm getting. What I'm going to do now, though, is I'm going to change the lie angle. I'm going to make it a little bit more upright. That should help encourage more of a draw. I'm definitely not hooking this driver, which tends to be a bad miss for me. So I like that, but I'm going to go ahead and play that upright lie angle and just see if I can get rid of that little bit of a cut that I've got going on. So we're gonna give that upright, and I'm still sticking with my loft, which is going to be one setting less loft than the stated loft on the club here, okay? Okay, that was great. That was really, really good. It went straight with a teeny little cut, and I feel like that little lie angle helped me out a little bit. That was a good ball. Let's see, let's just keep trying this out here. So I'm already believing in this. By the way, this is a psychological thing. This is a mental thing too. So sometimes what you believe in is what you're going to end up with, which is why you want to repeat this process. That is great. That is almost the same as the last one, teeny bit straighter. So I'm really loving the settings that I have now. I'm going to go ahead and go with this club with an upright lie angle and with one setting less loft than is stated on the club itself. But I'll do this a few more times. I'll keep experimenting. I'm not going to just fall in love with one setting, but this gives me a really good place to start. I'll try it again tomorrow and see what I come up with tomorrow. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to play on the golf course the setting that I really trust. So you want to play the setting that you know you can hit shots with, not the setting that you think you should be able to hit shots with. So again, no launch monitor required for this particular way of setting up your club. A launch monitor would be desirable, but you can certainly dial in your club to some extent just by using, your own golf swing and looking at your ball flight.